pesky wabbit. The moment we have all been waiting for. Especially me. Rabbit from a hat! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry. You see, that's not supposed to be there at all. That's supposed to be on a hook, right round the back of the table, you see, like that. And then what you put it there. Why are you laughing? You do not laugh, you do not applaud, until the magician produces a rabbit from a hat, like that. Hello. Off you come. How's it going? There he is.
That magic show was mind-blowing.
Magic? What magic? You really fell for that fake little deceptive scheme?
Do you know what it feels like to be talking to a math textbook all the time? No matter how far or how fast I run, I always end up hitting the same wall of theories and theorems and equations.
I live for the rainbow, and not the happy kind of rainbow that shine need in your life, but a vomit of unrealistic, miserable happiness.
Well, anything could be possible. It could have been magic. Don't you feel that force rushing up through your feet, racing against your veins? Rushing to your fingertips, wanting to flow, then something as boring and lame as logic just pulls you down.
Anything is possible? Really? Can you run all the way from Earth to the sun without getting burnt halfway through? No, you die. So not everything is possible, and neither is magic.
Maybe you need to put on another pair of glasses, sit down, stand up, just change the way you look at things. It's all about perspective.
The thought of it doesn't make it magic. It's a very basic deceptive scheme. You're prepared for magic, so you feel the magic. But it isn't really there.
Were you always this stuck-up professor? Don't you remember being a little kid and seeing a rocket flown into space and thinking, wow, that must have been magic. If anyone had told you it was energy or forces or light or whatever, you would have told them they're a wizard because you believed in magic. You believed in dismissing facts to please yourself.
Think about it logically. Think about what really happens. He simply hides the bunny and places it subtly into the hat with a fake little gesture. Nothing seems magical to me.
Why do you need to exploit the magic of the mechanics of the magic trick? Let people live in their own bubbles. Let them forget about their jobs and their responsibilities and your so-called real world. Let them believe in things like literature and music, like ideas and cookies. Let them believe in magic.
Can't you see what it's doing to you? It's dragging you into believing and blindly following your faith and emotion rather than acknowledging. The whole point of it is to just deceive you and change how you perceive reality.
My reality is relative. My reality is different than yours. To some people, we don't exist. Some people go to bed without buzzing in their ears or whispering in their mouth. Some people go to bed with tidy hair. Some people think we are a chemical flaw.
You think you can just flexibly change your reality the way you want. But the truth is, reality depends on your sanity.
My sanity is what I decide. If I believe I can swim across an ocean of stars, then hell I can. If I believe I can run across the entire globe, then I can. The problem wouldn't be my sanity, it would be yours.
But society creeps into your sanity. It makes you things like friendships and relationships and good grades and playing sports are important. But the truth is, people are just another mean of society. They abuse you and they get to you.
You have trust issues, you little things stitched with insecurities. You hurt people, people hurt you. It's a cycle, it goes on. Move on, forgive and forget. Insecurity, that's logic, that's actual. You have an experiment, you conclude, you have a theory, and you apply it to everything else. You realize that people get to you, and that's it. You start building walls to secure yourself. The only way you can secure yourself is through insecurity. Yes, but why do you need to be so secure? Where do you draw the line between being a machine and being a human? Do you want to be plastered from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head with red shiny buttons? Be weak, be vulnerable, be human.
Being vulnerable, exposing yourself, your weaknesses to society, letting them be able to change you, abuse you, control your thoughts, your ideas, your mind, your sanity.
Your sanity, your ideas, your thoughts, what does that make of you? What does that make of me? We're voices inside someone's head. What matters in the end is the actions our hands and feet decide to take.
Our actions, they depend on our sanity. We're sanity-driven beings. We're limited by our insecurities and our mental capabilities.
Yet again, our sanity is limited by our imagination, and our imagination has no roof. Think about cars, think about medicine. Where did these come from? Imagination being limitless, imagination is limited by experience and reality. Like unicorns. Unicorns are a figment of imagination, yes, but what did they come from? They came from actual realities of horses. You just can't come up with something out of complete nothing.
What about infinity? Explain that. Explain infinity.
Infinity, you can't explain it because you can't experience it and you can't imagine it.
Infinity is simple. It's everything and the lack of it. It just goes on. You can't wrap it in a pretty equation. You can't decide its magnitude or longitude. It just goes on. That's what it is.
It's just everything and the lack of it?
Yes, it is. Can't you see it?
No, it can't be everything. Like the infinity between the numbers 1 and 2. None of them are 3, so no, it can't be everything. There's always a range to infinity.
Yes, there is always a range. Like the infinity between 1 and 3 is smaller than that between 1 and 4. Think of the sky and space, both of them being infinite, yet one of them is smaller than the other.
You can't compare them. You can't just say one is smaller than the other. We're not talking about a pound of apples that you can chop up to pieces. We're talking about a whole unexplainable entity.
Unexplainable? You mean magical?
Magical talk about nonsense.
You should write a book, put all your facts and logical explanations, and people would study it and use it in school and be tested on it and whatnot.
Yes, because it includes actual processes of rational thinking, actual information, not just figments of imagination.
But to write a book, you'd need things like faith, irrational, unreasonable, and incredible amounts of faith.
Faith in myself wouldn't be a waste, it would be an investment, because I know my ideas are worth spreading. I know what I'm capable of doing.
What about faith in your idea?
An idea, something I can't touch, feel, see, something like love, friendship, and warmth? Never.
Yes, you need faith that your idea is strong enough to change things, that your idea is powerful enough to matter. You need faith. You need faith to drop everything and just write a book. Everyone can write a book and everyone should write a book, but can everyone attain that faith?
You can't have faith. It's not as important as style, compatibility, skills, tools.
Yes, but it is definitely required. It is needed. It's powerful.
It's weakness.
You see, this is what I mean by infinite. This battle between us, this is infinity.
Again with infinity, let it go already.
Doesn't just the thought of it stir you up?
Yes, sure, why your unreasonable ideas?
My magical ideas.
Irrational.
Beautiful.
Completely unreasonable. You just keep counting on and you never know if you're going to approach anything.
It's not a state. It's not a destination. It's a state. It's the state of being infinite.